Fans, we're working on a 2013 GMC Arcadia, and the headlights are just really fogged out, and you could service, possibly clean them, but he wants to keep this car for a long time, so we have opted to actually replace the whole headlight assembly, complete unit. Show you how we get this done. First thing you're going to want to do is pull this plastic shield up off the top. Trim tool, pop this one out, get all your pop tabs out of here, Pop Tarts, whatever. It's allergy time. Jeez. Probably the same thing you'd have to do on this, possibly if you were changing a HID headlight bulb. Alright, once you've got that big piece of apparatus removed from there, plastic shield, you're going to have a 10 here and a 10 here you're going to take out. And if you're not sure what you have to pull out, actually, you can look at your new ones, which this was just, I don't think this was an Amazon purchase. Looking where that is at, because I do believe that is an adjustment for that headlight. This is attached to this bumper also. Right here are going to be some torque bits we're going to take out right there. Just leaving those adjusters right in that position. Not going to move it. Now let's get our torque bit. I think this tool might work. Right here in the corner. This whole chrome grill is going to come out too. Moving right on down the line. Now, it's funny, there's a 8mm sitting right here in this corner, so this thing has obviously been out before. 7 or an 8. Let me see what it actually is. 7. So I have to find a 7mm socket. Alright, after you get all that out, what's going after a 7? I got interrupted in between stopping the video. Be right back. 7mm in the corner. You probably won't have that. You'll probably have just that T15 torque bit. Now let's take it up in the air. Alright, let's stop there for a minute. Right up in this fender edge is some more T15s. I'm going to use the one that's on a ratcheting little wrench to take those out. If you pull the wheel off, you could use something else. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. There's going to be 4 of those on this side and 4 on the other. Just going to place these up on the step on the side. Now there should be like one coming straight up through there once you get this out of there, if I'm remembering correctly, like most of them. There's a 7mm right up in here. I'm just using a 1/4 inch long extension and down low to get that out. Get it out of there however you want. That one. And these pop out. There's going to be some stuff underneath. I'm just take a look here. Yeah, so let's take it on up. We'll do the other side on the fender well, and then we'll take out some bolts or clips that are underneath. Underneath here's a 10mm sitting here, and then some more of those T15s that you're going to take out. And that one looks like that. Now let's get the rest of these T15s out of here. Goes right to the bottom of the undersplash shield in between the tire there. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and go to the other side and get these out. That one's stripped out. We'll have to figure that out. Yeah, that one's stripped out. Let's see what's causing all that. Okay, the tool was actually rounded out, not the bolt. So I switched back to that little ratcheting wrench for the T15. And then the 10 right there I already took out. Now back into the fender well. We might as well lower this down and get to those a whole lot easier. Toes there, which would lower it down so I could get into this fender well. And 1.7 somebody put up in there, so that's not factory. We're going to take that one out too. There we go. Then the 7 that's straight up inside here, if it's still there. And that long extension actually works well coming down lower and not getting so cramped up in there. I think anyway. Or is it going to make a liar out of me? That's out. We should be there. Should be able to just pop this bumper right on out of here. There's going to be fog lights right here. We're probably going to have to unplug. Whoa! Well, that tricked us. I didn't want that to happen. And the fog lights are already unplugged, and I never did that. You'll want to be careful with your bumper. You don't want to lay it on its face. You can scratch it. So just flip it over. You know, what I was talking about, I was going to tell you. Now let's do this side. Right here. Fog lights were unplugged, or we would probably just rip them out of there anyway. Let's get our headlight out of there. Let's see if there's anything underneath the bottom here. There's a 10 on the side and a 10 on the very bottom right here. This one right here. This is an adjustable headlight adjuster right here. And then this one just holds it in on the side. You can use your ratchet, of course. And that one in the bottom's a real long 10 mil that comes out of there. And we already unbolted it up top. I think anyway. Let's let it down and see what we got to do there. Oh, there's one right underneath this bracket right here. Let's see if the little battery ratchet will sneak up between here and get it out. That's another long one there. Now we'll flip it up. Release that tab right there. and unplug it. There's your HID module right there. Here's the new one. Take our plastic protection off of the side. Okay, so let's see what's different, because she's acting a little different here, like the plug's not going to want to go in there. Different, it's really tight, but it did plug in, so my thoughts were, hey, great, here we go again. We're going to have to return something. Wouldn't be the first time. Now, let's see here. Make sure everything's looking good. It's coming out a little bit. That long one that goes in the bottom, underneath there. These adjusters look like they're a little bit different. Then there was the one in the side right there that we have to put in. Line that up like the old one was. The long one right up in there. We are. Want to bring this gap out a little bit so that it's too close out, because this adjuster right here will do that for you. Screw it in and pushes it back. You kind of matching my gap up here to what I have on the other side, and then we can go ahead and tighten that up. Still got to work on it. It's pulled it in quite a bit. Let's see what I can do. Adjustments. The one in here, just try to match it up to what you take out, and the one on the bottom. These do not adjust, but your up and down on your headlight and moving it is right here. So when you get done, you're going to have to check that against the wall the best you can. Other than that, they have to go to the dealership and actually have the headlights lined up. Let's take a look and see if they actually work. And they do, so that's a good thing. Right side here, that one's out, that one's out, that was out. One over here on the side. And vibrating so much it didn't want to come out of there. One in the very bottom, and then one up in here. Wow, that one is already loose. Now, I don't remember doing that. But there we are. Okay. Clip that don't want to release. All right. Now the adjustments that are just, you want to get close to what you take out there. On this one, it's that one on the inside and that one on the bottom. Kind of match it up to what you took off. And get it pretty close. Let's see how that looks. It's matching the distance of what it was sticking out right there. It actually cracked. That stupid thing shouldn't have cracked. And the same issue with the plugging it in. Really got to work it on there. I don't know why that is, because they don't line up at all. The other side I got in there and got it to go, and this side is being extremely stubborn. Get this out of here so I can get it in my hand here. Yeah, that's way off. They will work. This is not what I love to do. But parts anymore suck. I don't care what you buy, it seems like. So I'm going to take one edge off of it that's giving me the fit. Took the wrong edge off. Modified. Obviously plug this one in and then check it because of having to do that. There we go. Put this clip back in there. Wouldn't it be nice to see Made in America again? I think so. All right, let's make sure they work. How about that? At least they work. Let's get all of our screws and get back in here. Get this baby done. Yeah, there's one more down at the very bottom. Now let's run all that in. Thought I started that one. I guess I did not. This one I was not be able to get in there with the ratchet. So I probably have to do that one by hand and the bottom one like I did down here. Let's see if this will work. Oh, it's a long bolt too. All right, got one in the side. It actually has a big washer on it. Oh, goody goody. So now that we've got it to that point, we can probably, let me think here. We can probably just go ahead and set this up here because it's not going to make any difference, I don't believe. Let me see. No, we can't. We still got to put those screws across the top. So we're going to take it up, put the ones in the fender, snap our bumper on there a little bit. And we'll actually plug back in the fog lights on this one, which he's probably been missing for a while. These were those T15s, so if you just start one in here, to just hang in place. It won't go anywhere. There, snap in the corners. Oh, she's not wanting to cooperate there. Hang on. I think we're hanging on something on the bottom a little bit. Oh, right, that's better. Looking at that gap right there, I want to see what we got here. That's the way it's made. I don't like it just yet. I'm going to take these out because I do not like the way that looks. There, that's better. It's got to go even with the bottom. Make sure we're still there. That's much more like it. Now let's get everything started. Take it up and let's do the underside. Okay, I'm getting all this stuff started. The 7's up in the corners. Okay. I got to get those tight before I put all these fender skirt ones in right here. I started the other side. This is the driver's side. I'm going to reach up in there. I'm going to plug in that fog light. Where's the wire? Got it. All right, that's tight in the corner right there. Like I said, you can use your Milwaukee, your battery, stuff and all that. I'm just doing this. I said there's 3 of these. Actually, I got 4 slots here. And was to show putting in the rest of the bolts in the undercarriage, putting all these 15 mils across the top, putting the plastic on, and snapping it in. But between the interruption, after interruption, that's the best I could do. Was let you know what I did. It is completed. That's front headlights on your 2013 GMC Arcadia. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and we'll see you next time.